and you begin to praise Him, you'll feel the closeness of His presence.
Yes.
I can't thank Him enough. I can't love Him enough. I can't praise Him enough. I can't study this enough, because I feel Him very, very close many times. And I thought, well, now Lee, you're up in your leveling out days, or you're balancing out in your different time. You know, it's like, well, I could really talk to you and love you and help you and show you. And someone was saying earlier that they did things that they had never done before. Our sister was saying she prayed, and then some were saying we get up and pick up our Bible when we open our eyes in the morning.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't leave the house to 8:30, 9 o'clock, and we've been up since 5. Brother, sometimes you just can't leave because you feel your Savior helping you.
Yeah.
Every time you get a revelation, some truth about what Jesus, He really is the King of Kings. He really is the Savior. He really is the world. He really will talk to you. He really will guide you. He will communicate with that He's love. And it happens to be you and I. I thought as Brother Moore was saying that, Malachi, that is so true. And they'll be mine, say 3rd chapter. In the days when I make up my jewels, and I'll spare them like a father does a son that serveth him. And you know, put that 18th verse up there on Malachi 3:18. I was thinking, that's why you was talking right on down in that same chapter. I'd like to really be able to have that to be in my heart, to discern between the righteous and the wicked, and what in the other thing. Then shall return and discern between the righteous and the wicked. You know that subject? I won't say weeks. I've been months in that. Upright, the righteous, what they receive. What happens to the wicked? Where they go? What's their destination? What are they in? Brother, it's better, honest, to serve God every day of your life.
Talk about it.
And let Him lead and guide you. Because listen, just as sure as I'm standing here, the other day we were helping some of the saints move. We had this big trailer, because that little one mine has a little ramp thing. It wasn't big enough, so Brother Rose and Brother Richard and I were trying to help Sister Yvonne move and try to make one big load and put everything, so we borrowed a ramp trailer. And you know, that's a trailer that you drive up onto and put a tractor or something, a pretty good sized tractor. Well, I've been pretty sure-footed all my life, I know of. I mean, I've walked 2 before railings on a roof with no deck down. Just we did that when we were lifeboat. We did so pretty sure-footed. But these railings were welded channels, angle iron, and it was about that much crack in between there, down here, and I had a piece of furniture, and you know I felt good in my soul. I felt the Lord was right there. All of a sudden, I had that dresser, and I went up that deep down between one of those angle things, and later on I got to look at any track railing that you drive a tractor, they're going to be 3 inches, 4 inches. Up towards the top was about 5 and 6. Guess what? I buried my leg down into that hole of a dresser. And you know, I actually didn't get scared. I just had a feeling, you know, and I believe God actually helped me, because I've been a man where that leg broke one time on a set of skates, and I know what a broken bone. I know, and I've had a broken bone in my life. That was my big leg bone, 3 inches below. But when I buried down in that, I had to get rid of some of the weight of that dresser. Well, the track's like this, and my leg was stuck here. You can't take a leg and go sideways with it. You can't bend on over to the ground with a dresser. You know what? The simplest thing in the world, I would have never thought. But I believe Jesus just said, come on, just reach out. There was a little old rail on that trailer about that high.
Yeah.
Just enough that when I caught that, I let the dresser down and pulled the rail, straightened my leg back up, got up, got a skint leg. But I want you to look that leg at. Amen. It's nothing.
How big is that?
Jesus, I said that a few days back. And brother, I don't know if Brother Richard had the other end of it, or Brother Carter had the other end of it, but I went down. It might have been you, Brother Carter, I don't know if it was Richard, but that dress, that one, and I went down. And I got up in there, I just shook off a little bit. Blade Friday blew it, loading the furniture.
Well,
Jesus,
God
you
can
know
do
the wonder
it.
of my soul.
Give him the praise.
I believe that he helped me right there. And then I worked a couple, I'm gonna tell this, I'm gonna sit down. When you get older, you probably shouldn't have as more accidents than you did when you were younger, but it seemed like I have been here lately. I don't know, I can figure that out. But I was down, so I gotta slow down and level out a little bit and go a little easier with it, just get it and go. That's what I do, but I shouldn't quit that or something, because I'm gonna end up with broke legs, a broke leg or something. But anyway, I was gonna tell, and I give him the praise.
Yes, give him
and
the
I
praise.
love him tonight. And as they were singing about the King, oh, he really is. His name is Jesus. I want to tell you one more thing. I went today. Richard came by where I was at, way down in South Sarasota on jogging. I worked down there for 2-3 years, and we remodeled a big old mansion, put a roof on it. So Miss Lucia, she's a real sweet little lady. I've worked for her about 3 years, and remodeled, done all her plumbing, contractor. His name was Keith, and he was doing that. I think, Brother Marlon, you met him back here one day, man, contractor. But I never claimed to be an electrician, definitely not licensed, but I did work 2 years there. Well, she thinks I can do everything, so, because I've done tile, plumbing, roof, and pavers, and trim trees, and edge and mow, sprinkle. So she says, well, I want these dimmers put on. So, I think, well, I'm not really too scared of electrical, but it is, you gotta be careful with it. So she went and bought me these dimmers. Y'all seen these big chandeliers, it's just a switch that makes that light go bright and go down, called a dimmer switch. Well, that's easy to put dimmers on. So I said, well, yeah, I'll do it. So I took these panels off about that long for the boxes were. And they just 2 or 3 wires in there, there's 50 or whatever. And I'm sitting there looking, I said, okay, what do I do? And I believe Jesus did this for me too. I'm telling you, brother. And I won't be long, but I'm gonna tell you, I had a feeling to go and want it. She had, in that big mansion, she had one chandelier that had a dimmer on it. Simplest thing in the world. Lee, go take that all apart. She's got a dimmer. Go pull that one all out and see just how that one's done. Then when you walk through all these big foyers and pool deck and all this stuff, and you start working on it, there's your pattern right there. So she come out and she says, what are you doing? Ain't nothing wrong with that dimmer on that. I said, yeah, but Miss Lucia, I'm gonna open it up, see if I can get a little knowledge into what I'm doing over here. Because I had the panels, they used to put 4 switches to one box was it. They make boxes this long, and you got a set of 6 of them, or 8 of them. So I started taking all that, and did you know, the whole time I worked with her, I just sat there just smiling, happy, and she brought me a Coke, and I sat there, and hey, you know what? Somebody said they singed all morning, didn't you? I even started singing a little church song. I got and looked at that, and I know a real electrician would laugh, because I took about 2 hours to do it. I took all them wires loose, and I went, did you know I put that back together in that big old box? Reached up to that thing, big old 6-foot chandelier, bright and then dim. I said, hallelujah, right? Hallelujah, dim. Miss Lee, she looked over, what is wrong? But the thing worked perfect. And I know that's a little humorous, but brother, I went on through the house and put all 4 of them in, Brother Rose. I didn't get shocked.
Hallelujah.
I wasn't scared. and Jesus help me. And I just praise Him.
Glory.